Dan Rivera, a well-known 54-year-old ghost hunter and tour host, has died suddenly while on tour with a haunted doll believed to have inspired the Annabelle horror movies. He passed away on July the 31st in his hotel room during a stop on the tour. Emergency responders performed CPR at the scene, but sadly could not revive him. The cause of death has not yet been confirmed.
A tragic act of workplace violence has rocked Michigan community. A longtime McDonald's manager, a mother of 6, has died after being stabbed by a coworker. Police say 39-year-old Jennifer Jama Harris was attacked inside the East Point McDonald's, where she worked for 15 years. The incident happened just before 8 a.m. on July 11th.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect.
The employee, identified as Afeni Badu Muhammad, allegedly returned hours later with a kitchen knife after being sent home following an argument earlier that day. She entered through the employee entrance and stabbed Harris multiple times. Harris was rushed to the hospital, but sadly did not survive. Muhammad is now facing first-degree premeditated murder charges. She remains in custody on a $25 million bond. A probable cause hearing is set for July 23rd. Other news that has happened this week. For example, Trump says Epstein files are a big hoax.
You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that?
No, it's not the attorney general, no. I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. Some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done.
Trump also tells a fictional story about his uncle and Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
Although my uncle was at MIT, one of the great professors, 51 years, whatever, he was the longest-serving professor in the history of MIT, 3 degrees in nuclear, chemical, and math. That's a smart man. Kaczynski was one of his students. Do you know who Kaczynski was? There's very little difference between a madman and a genius. But Kaczynski, I said, what kind of a student was he, Uncle John, Dr. John Trump? He said, what kind of a student? And he said, seriously good. He said he'd go around correcting everybody, but it didn't work out too well for him. Didn't work out too well.
Also, in other news, a volcanic eruption on Iceland where lava from 2 fissures are spewing. And a great sadness, Norwegian Olympic hero Audun Grönvold, 49, has died. Was struck by lightning.